Welcome, guys. This is Anthony from the Haunting Table, and today I'm going to give you a little bit of insight on our investigations and possibly some things we missed from the Roadhouse. So what we're doing here is we're in the basement of the Roadhouse. All the lights are off besides the infrared camera. It's just me and Jay because Tyler was a little bit late that day. So we kind of started the investigation early. You could definitely feel that there was something down there. It was dark and heavy. Uh, I didn't really like it. The reason why it's so hard to hear us is there was a lot of background air duct and AC going on, and it kind of drowns out our voices. I don't really know what we said right there. Is Mary Jane here? Now let's pause it right here. That's the first EVP during this session that we missed because we didn't really review the camera footage. The mics that we had down there didn't really pick it up. This was actually on the camera audio. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play it again for you guys. Is Mary Jane here? And all I did there was I boosted the volume of the sound on the camera. I didn't edit or do anything like that. Let's get back into the rest of our investigation. And there we go. There's the second one back to back. It was an intelligent answer. I asked the question if something was there. It said hi. And then what we believe it said, hey, nice hair. Is that related to me and Jay getting our hair cut earlier that day before this recording? I don't know. But it seems a little bit too much for a coincidence. I'm going to play it back one more time so you guys can hear it. I don't know if I looked back because I felt like something said something behind me, or if I was just looking at the camera because I like to see myself. God, I'm so vain. I don't know. I hope it's the latter. Throughout that basement investigation, you could see shadows just right outside of your vision running back and forth. We couldn't tell if it was our eyes or if there was something there.
If Mary Jane is not here, do you know where she is? That's what look down in that room. Do you see like little flashes of lights blinking around?
I don't see it.
Very, very faint.
And there's the third EVP we've had in that basement in one session. It was crazy active. This one's a little bit harder to hear, but Jay's talking about seeing some things. I say I don't see it, and he explains it a little bit more, and then you hear underneath the sound, I'm right here. Now I'll play it again so that you guys can hear it a little bit better.
No, I'm not seeing.
And I still go right back to not seeing anything, even though it's pretty much trying to scream in our ears, I'm right here. Normally I'm looking around, kind of just taking in everything, but in this particular situation, I'm dead on staring into the darkness at a specific spot. In the spot I was staring at,
But not even
had
joking.
nothing there.
It was like a mist that looked like a body over here, right next to the mannequin. I thought it was another mannequin. That's why I didn't read the camera.
It was weird. Like, it was like a blurry mist, and I thought it was just my eyes not being able to see.
It's at 12 minutes and 50 seconds.
I thought my eyes were just, it was a mannequin, and I couldn't.
Well, that's what I'm seeing over there. It looks like movement, like traffic, like foot traffic.
It looks like a female. Not even joking. It looks like a female mannequin. Its hair was like in a short bob around the shoulders.
Is there any women here? We're two young, good-looking men looking for a good time. We've got money. If there are any women here, come stand by this green light. Let us know you're here. You don't have to tell us your name. You don't have to say a word. Just come stand by this green light.
What we're trying to do is we're trying to make the spirit comfortable to come over to the green light, which was an EMF detector. And hopefully the electromagnetic field the spirit was giving off would set it off and alert us that there is something in our presence. Show us that you're here enjoying this beautiful music with us today. So what we tried to do in this instance is, this was a dance hall back in the 30s and 40s where swing music was huge. So I threw on some swing music and hoped maybe it would trigger a reaction with the spirit. You never know. There's triggering objects, there's triggering people. We thought maybe some triggering sounds from their era maybe would make the spirits a little bit more active. So I'm going to kind of talk over this because I don't want to get us copyrighted. So I was swaying back and forth. I had asked Mary Jane or one of the other women spirits in the Roadhouse to dance with me. And it was super hot in there. The AC was off. I was sweating, and all of a sudden, all of the hair stuck up on my arms, and I got extremely cold. It almost like cold sweats in the middle of the night. So I believe maybe something was dancing with me. But you never know. The skeptics will say not. Dropping it low in front of the camera. Nice, nice. Would any ghosts like to dance with me tonight? Could be Esther. Could be Ruth. Could be Mary. Would any of you guys like to join me on the dance floor tonight? It's a beautiful night. Beautiful music. God, sometimes I'm such a tool. Talking so we don't get copyrighted. Something. Pretty much there was a spirit that walked down this hallway that we were trying to catch with this camera right now. Now I know there's a lot of dead air here. So, yep, got another cold spot. There was no air in there. It was dead air. During this song, we actually get an EVP. And not everything we do gets EVPs or EMF going off or anything like that. I just wanted to show that there are some spots where... My friend over here is single. God. Jesus. You like to dance with him? There's a lot of talking here, so I'm trying not to overtalk what we're saying.
Good dancer.
So we're trying really hard
Stay above the waist.
to be respectful to the spirits, but also try to get them to interact with us.
Trying not to have any funny business on the dance floor. We just want to have a good time and dance, and then be on our way.
Mary Jane was said to frequent the dance halls quite often and enjoy dancing. So that's kind of what we're doing here. But anyways, yeah, we don't get a lot of stuff sometimes. So, and then other times we do, like this, and we miss half of it because we're amateurs. So, yeah, always if you ever go ghost hunting, investigating, just make sure that you go over your evidence a second time, just for shits and giggles, just to cover yourself. So I think coming up is the final EVP that we catch during our actual investigation. We missed this one also, but super interesting. We end up not figuring out exactly what it said, so if you have any tips or pointers or maybe references, feel free to throw them in the comments.
If you would like to dance or you appreciated a dance with us, please say something into this mic, into the microphone.
Do you hear that? It was like a weird shoo. I don't know exactly what it said, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play it again for you guys, and hopefully you guys can hear it.
Into the microphone.
And that's going to be the last EVP. And that's going to conclude this video. This was an amazing place. I recommend going to the Roadhouse for food, for investigations if he allows you to come in. Research the murders. It's super interesting. It's just a really cool time. If you'd like some... I'm talking here. Watch out, other me. Quit being a dick. Quit interrupting me, Jay. But really what's happening is we're talking about our electronics not working and all of our batteries dying. Because it's so active, theory is the spirits use the energy from batteries, from electronics, to then transfer that energy into doing something into like EVPs or poltergeist activity like moving an object and stuff like that. But if you'd like to see more videos like this, feel free to hit subscribe on our YouTube channel, like and comment. Go to our social media at haunting_table.
We're going to be going into the bar just to sit down and chat.
God, I'd like to interrupt me. Haunting_table on Instagram and Twitter. Like I said, comment, be interactive with us. It makes it so much more fun. We have little competitions, little giveaways, and stuff like that. So on that note, have a wonderful night and happy haunting.